Hi everyone, we're going to look at how to make an equation for a given graph of a linear relationship. So all lines are always of this form, y equals mx plus b. And our goal is to find the two missing pieces. The m is how it moves, that's the slope. And the b is where it begins, that's the y-intercept. Once we find these two things, we'll have our equation with the slope plugged in and the y-intercept plugged in. So the y-intercept is typically one of the easier ones to find on a graph because typically if it's graphed where it has these coordinates here written as little dots, you can see pretty clearly where it might cross the y-axis. If it crosses at a decimal value, it's a little bit trickier, like say it crosses like that one. It's a little bit harder to find, of course, but in this case we've got it where it crosses the y-axis, which is the vertical axis, at a clearly defined point right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 above. So there's our y-intercept. That's the typically the easiest place to start when we're finding the equation. Now we've got to find the slope. The slope is always the rise over the run, or the y change over the x change, same thing. So we pick any 2 points, and we're going to find how much the rise is between those 2 points and how much it runs between those 2 points. I'm going to pick just these 2 points down here because they're close together. They're pretty easy to count. So if you look here, it goes up 3. So our rise is 3, and the run is 2. So our slope is going to be the rise over the run, which is the 3 over the 2. We should always make sure, though, that the line, that the slope of the line is either positive or negative. What makes sense for our situation? So this line, we always read it left to right. So put the little person on the left here. This person would be climbing up the line. So our slope must be a positive number because they're increasing from left to right. So this 3 over 2 must be a positive 3 over 2, not a negative. So our equation then is just y equals 3 over 2, the slope, times x, plus our initial value, the y-intercept, 4. Of course, you could use a decimal if you'd like. 3/2 is the same thing as 1 1/2, 1.5, x plus 4. Either way, you've got the right answer.